Hello everyone, today I have my July wrap-up. My August TBR is gonna be non-existent again. But I'm excited to go through what I read this month because I actually read 13 books. Excuse the puffy eyes, I've been crying all morning. But I'm going to jump right into it, and the first book that I read was The Princess Bride by William Goldman. This book was such a fun little read. I enjoyed it so much. The whole concept and the way that this book was narrated was really unique and really fun, and overall it was just such an enjoyable book, and I have bought the movie for this one. I plan on watching it tonight actually, with my friend Ben.
Hi!
So we're gonna enjoy that. He has no idea what it's about, so I will be introducing him to the world of The Princess Bride, and if he enjoys the movie, I might just lend him my Kindle so he could read it. If he's interested. But you should be, because it's a really good book. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars.
I'll read it.
Yay! The next book that I read has a bit of a backstory. It's a bit of a special book to me because I bought this book and read it at the same time with my lovely friend Ariel from Ariel Bassett. And that book is Ink by Amanda Sun. It is a very, very intriguing story. It's set in Japan. It has to do with drawings coming to life and kind of trying to attack you, so it sounds pretty awesome. Garbage truck, go away!
Oh, so annoying.
And overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Ariel and I have actually just recorded a review of this book, which will probably be uploaded in a little while because I've got a lot of videos to edit and upload. But when the video is live, I will try and remember to link it down below so you can check that out and see what we thought about this book. I also read The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This was amazing. It was amazing. I whizzed through this book. I absolutely adored it. It was fantastic. I need the second book right now. But in this story there is a chronicler who approaches this particular man who has a very, very large reputation to kind of recall his life events. So there is a true account of what he's actually done in his life, because obviously there's a lot of rumors about things. A lot of people have exaggerated the feats he has accomplished and things like that. So yeah, it was so enjoyable. I highly recommend this book. It was amazing. 5 out of 5 stars. These next 2 books are actually children's books. I went to a bookstore and I saw them. I thought they looked really damn cute, so I decided to read them right then and there in the store. So they literally took like 2 minutes to go through, but they were both so adorable. I loved them. The first one we have is Lost Sloth by J. Otto Siebold. I think that's the name. Pretty much it just follows this sloth around that wins some shopping spree prize and things like that, and obviously it's a sloth, so something interesting is gonna happen. It's gonna be slow, or it's gonna be lazy, or some stuff like that. So it was just really, really cute, and the illustrations in the book were adorable as well. The same thing goes for the next book, which is called The Dark by Lemony Snicket. And in this book, the darkness is actually personified. So the little boy Laszlo is interacting with the dark in some different ways, and it was just such a cute little story. I really enjoyed it. The next book that I read, well rather I listened to, was Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire-Sáenz. I'm not too sure how you pronounce that. But this is another one that I read around the same time as Ariel, and we did a review of this one as well. This is going to be in the same video that the Ink review is. It's going to be 2 reviews in one video. So that's a really exciting one. So that was a really, really fun video to edit and everything, because we had so much to say about both of these books, and so much to say in particular about Aristotle and Dante, because although this book doesn't have much of a plot, it is mind-blowing. It is an astounding book. It is so fantastic. You have to read it. It follows these 2 amazing characters and their friendship and how it evolves, how it changes, how it grows, and they are beautiful, beautiful characters. Very flawed characters, but they are just so enthralling. I highly recommend this book. Killing my ecosystem with fishing and oil spills.
Thank you, BP.
Thank you, BP, BP.
Thank you, BP.
Thank you, BP, BP.
Oils are spilling, the fishes are dying, I am a crying in under the sea, my eyes.
You didn't make that up.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
next book that I read for the booktubeathon was Rapture by Lauren Kate. This is the final book in the Fallen Quartet. And I was really pleased with how this book ended. I was a little hesitant to read this book. I've been putting it off for a long time, and I was a little anxious to see how I was going to like the end of this book because I absolutely adored Fallen, but it's been a long time since I started the series. It's been several years, so just my interest in it has been waning a little bit, and I've heard very mixed things about quite a lot of the books. The second and third weren't quite as good as the first one, so I was very anxious to see how I was going to like this one, but I was really pleased with it. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. The next little book that I read was Destination Ooh. It is an Adventure Time book. It's kind of formatted like a travel guide. It talks about all of the characters that you'll come across, all of the kingdoms, some of the landmarks, historical events and things like that. It's really intriguing. If you're a fan of Adventure Time, check this out. If not, maybe check it out too and see if you like it, and then you can become obsessed with the show just like me, because it is so good man. I love it. So I gave that one 5 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read was The Lux by Anna Godperson, and on my Kindle I don't have a cover for this one for some strange reason. But this one is a historical fiction, and I really like historical fiction, so I quite enjoyed this book. It wasn't amazing, it was very predictable. I knew where this story was going right from the beginning, but it was quite an entertaining read. So I was actually given this book by one of my friends. She was reading this series a couple of years ago now, and she really enjoyed it, so she gave it to me, or recommended it to me. I can't remember which way it was, but anyway, she really enjoyed the series, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to continue the series. I like how this book ended, and I'm not sure if I want to continue on, so I don't know. If you have continued on with the Lux series, let me know what you think, and if the other books are worth reading. The next book that I have is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This was a reread because it's my favourite book of all time. I don't think I really need to say much more because it is my favourite book of all time. So obviously I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. I've reread it. I highly recommend it. It's just, the feels, man, the feels with this book. You are gonna cry. You need a few boxes of tissues at the end of this one. I knew what was gonna happen. I was trying to prepare myself, but I couldn't. You just can't. It hurts so much. It really hurts your heart, but it is fantastic. Amazing, amazingly written. It is such beautiful writing. The perspective is from Death's point of view, which is not something you see every day. To see Marcus Zusak's interpretation of what death would be like and how death would think. So that was very, very intriguing, and the characters in this one, you fall in love with all of the characters. They are beautiful, so beautiful. Oh my god, read it. The next book that I read was A Study in Scarlet. This is a Sherlock Holmes novel by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I really love Sherlock Holmes. I am obsessed with the BBC series Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch. Amazing, so I've been meaning to read these for a while now, and I decided to use the booktubeathon to get into it, really, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I love the characters. I'm so excited to read more. At one stage I was so confused about what was happening because there is one part where it jumps back in time and it seems so out of place when it begins, and I'm like, did the book finish and I'm on a new book now? Or is this like a random short story? Or is this even Sherlock Holmes? Like, I don't understand what's happening. But it all comes together. I swear to God, it all comes together and it just fits perfectly, and I did not see it coming. Even though I probably should have, because I remember the episode based off of that book from the Sherlock series. I remember it really well. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm so looking forward to continuing on with more. The next book that I read, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say what it is. So you're just gonna have to guess. But I really enjoyed it, and I'll probably talk about it at a later date. So yeah, that's gonna keep you guessing. The next book that I read, which I completed after the booktubeathon, was Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. This was such a cute story. It was adorable. I loved it. I love the characters. They're so quirky and just so adorable together. And oh my god, I give it 5 out of 5 stars because it's amazing balls and you need to read it, and oh my god, I love it. The last book that I finished in the month of July was Exceptional by Jess Petosa. My friend recommended me this book to read on Kindle because it was a free download, and so I was really excited to read it because she really enjoyed it, but I was a little bit disappointed with this book, unfortunately. Overall, I rated it a 2 out of 5 stars. It had the potential to be a really good book. I thought it was a really intriguing concept, but I don't think it was executed as well as it could be. The writing was okay. Sometimes the dialogue could be a little bit cheesy and everything, but my main issue was that there was a major case of insta-love. Things were moving way too fast and it was very unrealistic. There's also the fact that the main character was way too accepting of her situation. She was in a terrible predicament and her reaction to it was unrealistic, and that really irked me while I was reading it. I just couldn't really get past it, so that was a little bit unfortunate. I was really looking forward to it. I was so excited to read it. So those are the books that I completed in the month of July. I'm currently reading 2 other books. First, we have Partials by Dan Wells. I am listening to the audiobook. I did start it in the middle of the booktubeathon, but I just haven't finished it yet. It's a really long audiobook. It's like 14 hours long, so I just haven't really had the time. But I mean, I am enjoying it so far, and I'm not too sure. When I get home, I might just pick up the book and continue reading it. That way, we'll see how things go. The next one that I'm currently reading is Eden at the Edge of Midnight by John Kerry. This is an interesting one so far. I'm not too sure how this is going to end. I'm very curious to see where the story takes me. And that is all for my July wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry I don't have an August TBR. No, sorry, I do have an August TBR. There are some books that I'm planning on reading alongside my friend Benjamin from Benjamin of Tomes. We have Eon by Alison Goodman, Splintered by A.G. Howard, and also Girl from the Tower by Joanna Giangadella. I don't have the cover on the ebook of that one either. Are we going to do like the Warhead challenge or some shit with that?
Oh, yes we are. Yes.
Ha ha ha! Did you hear that? We're going to do some Warhead video. What is it?
The Warhead challenge, where you put as many warheads in your mouth as you can.
That's gonna be interesting. So yeah, those are just a few books that I am planning on reading during August. So just a spur of the moment little TBR for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am really excited to see how my books go in August. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye! You're worse than me.
I can't stop.
That was a horrific snort.
That was disgusting. I am vile. I'm so sorry.